is it MLM? What if he asks something that I don't know, I don't have an answer for? And there was so much of fear in me that I used to call 3 rings, I used to disconnect the call and say, I did my work, but he did not answer. But obviously that kind of attitude is not going to take me anywhere, because I had no upline to show that, listen, I'm working. It was only me, myself. And sometimes, it is good when you have nobody to show what you're doing. You're doing it for yourself. Correct? Today I see a lot of people, they don't make calls and they say, I called up 5 people, none of them answered the phone. And I exactly know these 5 people did not answer your phone because you gave 3 rings and then you disconnected the call thinking, hush, I did my work. Why? Why you go back and say this to your upline that I made 5 calls but nobody answered the phone? Because here you are just creating perception. Okay, you're not here. Probably the first 3 questions in your head is not very clear. If that would be clear, you will work for yourself. You will not work for your upline or to create perception in front of your upline. Right? So when I started the business, as I told you, there was nobody to teach us and there was nobody to train. Okay. So I used to pick up the phone and I used to talk to people like, I've started the business. It is good. You should do it. What was that? I myself don't know. Okay, it is good. Come, listen to it at least once. I will show you. It is good. We should do it together. Now it was like, begging. It was like pleading, pleading to people. Come. It is very good. We will work together and we'll make millions. And nowhere I sounded like somebody who's going to make millions. Right? I sounded like a desperate person who just wants to get somebody on board, right? So I used to call up people and say, hey, listen, I started the business and it is a very good business. It is, it has a potential of $1 million. Come, we will do it together and I will explain you everything. Just see once. So I used to say, but what is it? No, it is good. It is not like Amway. It is not like Amway. It is not like chain marketing. It is not like any other, all these businesses outside. It is very good. It is very good. I will come. I will explain you. Now, if I do this, do you think people will come? Do you think people will trust me and say, oh, she knows what she is doing, right? I never gave that feeling to people, and so this is how I used to call. And after making so many calls and not getting any result. Now in this case, result doesn't mean sign up. In this case, result means people turning up on table. People coming on table to listen to the business. Correct? That is a result that I was expecting. But when I was talking to people and I was saying all these things, obviously nobody came on table. Right? Now, from the word go, the moment I made the call, my convincing used to start. And I think it happens for 2 reasons. One, obviously, I had a belief in myself, but I think I did not, I also knew that people outside has a perception about this industry. Okay, and that perception probably is facing this challenge. Since there was nobody to teach me, I started reading these books. And when I started reading these books, I realized that I am doing so many mistakes. I used to feel that everybody is here and my business is here. So I am doing something that the world doesn't want to do, or I'm doing something which doesn't have that kind of a credibility. Right? Until the time I kept feeling that I kept convincing people to get into the business, or kept convincing people to come on the table. Okay? After reading books, I realized that I am a part of the business which is the future. And this is the only business that will be left with as an option with people. There will be nothing else eventually. Eventually, everything around the world will be sold on either internet or through network marketing. There will be no other choice with people. So why not today, if I have an opportunity, why not me utilizing this opportunity? Okay. So whatever challenges that you are going through in prospecting or talking to people, trust me, it's not that we were born, I was not trained, before I got into the business. I did not come in the business like this, so confident. right? I entered the business, I did my own mistakes, and I learned from my mistakes. And I never repeated those mistakes. And I tried new things every now and then. And that's where the whole process came in picture. Today, we talk about 5+3. I hope you all know about 5+3. Today we talk about 5+3. Where does this entire 5+3 come from? It's obviously because I did mistakes. I knew what worked, what doesn't work. Because when I read in question are the answers, okay, the book said that when you talk to people, you have to basically identify a hot button. Now, what is a hot button? Hot button is basically the pain area in his life and stuff like that. And you have to press the hot button. Okay. Now, I was so new in the business, or in terms of the mindset, that first of all, for me to accept that I'm a part of the brilliant industry itself took a lot of time. Now, imagine talking to people and trying to find a hot button, and pressing the hot button was like impossible, right? So I said, why not? I talk to people, okay, just general, and see what they're looking at in life. Okay. And that's what I started doing. Okay. And then when I started doing that, it worked really well. And when it worked well, in one